Hello, gorgeous humans. Let's get into these notes on volume of cylinders and cones. We're going to go through the same steps that we have been going through when it comes to volume. We're going to highlight the base of our figure, we're going to name the figure, and then write the formulas for area of the base and the volume. Over here we have our formulas. And a cylinder, guys, a cylinder is just a circular, so I'm going to write circle, prism. So we're going to find the area of our base, which is always going to be a circle, pi r squared, and then we're going to multiply it times our height, and that's it. Let me draw a picture real quick of the net of a cylinder. So when we deconstruct a cylinder net, it's a rectangular face, which tells us it's a prism, right? Because pyramids have triangular faces. So for the cone, that is a circle pyramid, because again, when we deconstruct it or we draw the net, this is going to be like a really awful drawing. Please don't judge me for it. You know what? I'm just going to do the best I can. It's going to look something like that. So it's a triangular face and a circle base. So our formulas are the same, which makes this super duper easy. It is an 8th grade standard, but again, y'all got this. Let's get into how easy this is. Find the volume of the cylinder. First thing, I'm going to highlight my base, which I see is right here. They pulled it out for me, which is the same thing right here. I am also going to highlight my dimensions since I have my highlighter out already. So 4 centimeters by 1 centimeter. Now let's name our figure. This is a cylinder, so it is a circle prism. Now my formulas, pi r squared, always, and capital B, area of the base, times the height. All right, I highlighted 4. I know that's my diameter because it shows it going all the way across. So my radius is 2. We always cut our diameters in half. Then the height of one of this is 1. So the height of my entire prism is 10. And yes, I do count that fast. Or I counted before the video began. Yeah. All right, plug it in. Base equals pi r squared, so 3.14 times 2 squared. We know 2 squared is 4. I do not know what 3.14 times 4 is off the top of my head, so let's work it out real quick. 4 times 4 is 16. 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 3 times 4 is 12, 1256. I knew it was going to be around 12 anyway because 3 times 4 is 12, so, you know, duh. Centimeters squared. Let's plug that in. So now I'm doing 12.56 times 10, and we should definitely know by now that multiplying by 10 is just moving the place value over to the right one time. So 125.6 centimeters cubed. Woohoo! All right, guys, try that same math with Miss Sadie's container. Cool. All right, now let's try, again, the same thing we've been doing, but now let's do it with a pyramid, a cone, if you will. Find the volume of the cone. Sweet. Let's highlight the base, which we can see is a circle, and I'm going to highlight my dimensions as well since I have my highlighter out. Again, I would do the same thing for the computer-based tests because you guys have that highlighting function on there. Definitely highlight your stuff. So this is a cone, which is a circle pyramid. And I know the area of a circle to be pi r squared. You know, honestly, we should all have that memorized by now. Like, write it down so many times. Capital base times height divided by 3. Cannot forget that dividing by 3. And yes, guys, on the reference chart, you're going to see 1/3. Base times height. I would always rewrite it as base times height divided by 3 because I'm going to show you that reducing thing with the height. Usually, especially in 7th grade and in 8th grade, I guess I should just say middle school, they like to make the numbers, you know, somewhat pretty. They don't want to like torture you guys. So they're usually reducible. I'll show you guys. All right, base equals 3.14. Let's see, the radius is 5. Sweet. I didn't have to cut it in half. And even if I did, simple math. But I do not know what that is off the top of my head. So 3.14 times 25. So 4 times 5, 20, sorry. Check out that is. 2 times n. So my area is 78.5 inches squared. Plug that into my formula. So 78.5 times my height, which is 12, divided by 3. Okay, here is where I love to reduce. Because of the PEMDAS rules, I'm going to try to say this as quickly as I can, so not to take up too much time. Because of the PEMDAS rules, we always do parentheses first, then we do exponents. Multiply and divide is from left to right, whatever comes first. But, let me erase this so I have more room. But in this problem, 78.5 times 12 all over 3, I am dividing by 3 to either one of these numbers, which means I can do whichever one first that I want to, whatever makes my life easier. Math is actually, it makes sense, guys. It's a really cool thing. So I'm actually going to divide the 12 by 3 because that's easy mental math. So 78.5 times 4. Do we see what just happened? Like, how cool. I don't have to multiply by 12 and then divide by 3. I can just multiply by 4 and boom, I'm done. So let's do that. 78.5 times 4. 8 times 4 is 20, 8 times 4 is 32, plus 2 is 34, 7 times 4 is 28, plus 3 is 31. Boom, shakalaka. Love it. Okay, volume equals 314 inches cubed. Woohoo! Okay, try that same math, that same logic to this party hat guy. And please, please, please try that reducing and see if you get the same answer I do. Okay, I honestly don't know why, because I actually copied this question straight from the 8th grade STAR test in, I think, 2017. So these are the actual answer choices. And yeah, I don't know why it's 84.82 on here, but that was the right answer. Like A was the right answer choice, even though we're getting 84.78. So my thinking is maybe they're using the calculator and we're using 3.14, but either way, you'll get an answer close enough. I mean, they're not going to give you 2 answers that are like 84.82 and 84.86. Like, I don't see that happening unless you're taking like a rounding decimals test. So if you got the same answer I did, then woohoo, yay. Now let's get into this ugly guy. And I say ugly because clearly we're doing a cone and a cylinder in this question. Let's read it first. Snacks at the county fair are sold in containers shaped like a cone or a cylinder. The dimensions of each container are shown in the drawings. So we've got the cone, which has a radius of 4, a height of 12, a cylinder that has a radius of 3 and a height of 8. Which statement about the volumes of the cone and cylinder are true? It looks like we're going to have to find the volume of both. So, tell you what, how about I do the cone and you guys do the prism. So you can either, let me just do the cone real quick and then I'll probably have a question asking you for the answer for the prism.
All right, so circle, I can spell circle, pyramid. Base equals pi r squared, base equals 3.14 times 4 squared. So 3.14 times 16. 6, 24, 1 times 6 is 8, 3 times 6 is 18, 1, 3, 40.24. Cool.
96. All right, so the volume for the cone. Okay, now you guys do the prism, the circle prism, the cylinder. Those are the words I'm looking for. All right, tell me what you get. Okay, I got 160.96 and 186.08 for my 2 volumes. Now, the answer choices, the volume of the cylinder is about 377 cubic inches. Ugh, no way. What's the difference between these guys? It's like about, what, 26-ish, maybe 25? So I know answer choice A, no. Answer choice B, no. And which one's bigger? The cylinder. Okay, let me change my highlighter. So the cone is 160, the cylinder is 186, which means the cylinder is about 25 bigger. And I say about because I'm rounding. So do 186 minus 161 in your head, because we should be doing mental math. Comes out to 25. About, roughly. So the volume of the cylinder is about 25 cubic inches greater, whereas answer choice D is the volume of the cylinder is about 25 cubic inches less. And we know the cylinder is greater, which means C would be my answer choice. Again, this was a question from the star. So, they can't be that evil, but, it wasn't like hard conceptually. It was just a lot of math. There you have it, guys. Volume of cylinders and cones. Did I not tell you how easy that was? Like, you know how to do this. You know how to find the volume of prisms, and you know how to find the volume of pyramids, and you know how to find the area of literally all the shapes. You guys are wonderful and magnificent. Yeah.